Chapter 2, Europe and India. Points to study. The first one, period of Renaissance. Second, religious reform movement. Third, geographical discoveries. Fourth, intellectual revolution in Europe. Fifth, revolution in political phase. Sixth, American War of Independence. Seventh, French Revolution. During the modern period, the various happening in Europe had its impact on India. Therefore, while studying the period of modern Indian history, we have to study the events happening in the Europe during this period. In history of Europe, the last phase of medieval period, that is 13th to 16th century, is known as the period of Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth or a revival. During this period of reformation, religious reform movement and geographical discoveries laid the foundation of the modern era. Hence, this period is also known as the Age of Renaissance. During this period, in the field of art, architecture, philosophy, etc., there were revival of Greek and Roman tradition, which gave momentum to an overall development. During this Renaissance, humanism was given great impetus. There was a change in the outlook of treating each other as a human being. Instead of religion, man became center point of all the ideologies. Ideologies means a system of idea and ideals. During this period, in the field of art, architecture, philosophy, etc., there was a great revival of Greek and Roman tradition, which gave momentum to an overall development. During this Renaissance, humanitarianism was given great impetus. There was a change in the outlook of treating each other as a human being. Instead of religious, man became the center point of all ideologies. The word ideologies means ideal and ideas. The reform movement spread throughout all the sectors of human life. Through the knowledge, science as well as the different section of art, we can observe the discoveries of reform movement. The art and literature of Renaissance period depict sentiments and emotions of human being. Literature was produced in local language for better understanding to the common people. During 1450 AD, Johannes Gutenberg from Germany discovered the printing press. Due to this discovery, new ideas, concepts and knowledge reached to all sections of society. Religious reform movement. The independent intellectuals attacked the old religious ideologies of Roman Catholic Church. The Christian priests were taking advantage of the ignorance of people and were indulged in unnecessary rituals. They looted the people in the name of religion. The movement that became against it is known as religious reform movement. Due to this movement, human freedom and the rationalism gained more importance. In 1453 AD, the Ottoman Turks conquered the Constantinople, Istanbul, which was the capital of Byzantium. The overland trade routes joining Asia and Europe went through this city. Since the Turk blocked this route, there was a need of finding alternative trade route for Europe countries to reach Asia. This led to new phase of geographical discoveries. With the discoveries of new sea route began a new era of trade between Europe and Asia. Many traders came forward to trade with eastern countries through the sea route. It was not easy to carry out the trade single-handedly, and hence many traders came together and started trade. Thus, there was a rise of many trading companies. Trade with Oriental countries were very profitable and responsible for economic prosperity. Hence, European rulers started giving military protection and trade concessions to these trading companies. This led to accumulation of wealth in Europe. This prosperity was used in the form of capital for trade and commerce, which led to rise of capitalist economic system in Europe.